Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? But Nui deserved to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? He deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with.
They were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of fact that she kept Snapchatting me. They sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out. There was a situation that he put me in to make me lose, but he thought I was gonna lose. So Joseph Pedraza, my first world title, I was 16-0, and I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. Around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. When they came back, all right, you gotta fight. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted, had to sell my.
Floyd knows I could beat Tank. He's just setting up his boy. I think Tank was happy you think Floyd was happy that Tank left?
Can that fight happen for the right now?
You think that Floyd was there at Ryan Garcia and Tank fight for Tank? Floyd loves him. Floyd is going to promote himself. That's why Floyd came out with them damn chains and his $20 million watch. Y'all got to really think about what Floyd.
I don't really be like outside. I be outside, but I don't really be like in people's way. You know what I mean? That's how I calm myself. That I know I'm aggressive. I know like if anything around me, I'm gonna get pissed off. But I remove myself from.
For years, the Fight Game watched as a legendary promoter built his prized fighter into a pay-per-view superstar. But loyalty in this sport often has an expiration date. Now, an escalating July 2026 feud has sent the internet into an absolute frenzy, with cryptic challenges, gym footage leaks, and a devastating final response that has everyone talking. The tension has been building for years, but no one expected the master to finally answer the student's ultimate challenge with such brutal disrespect.
Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Out here scamming people. On live right now.
The digital spark that ignited this current fire didn't come from an official press release, but rather from a shadowy corner of social media. Boxing fans recently stumbled upon a series of wild screenshots from an X account under the handle at MoneyFlyOffin1. While unverified, the entire combat sports community immediately pegged this as Gervonta Tank Davis's burner account. The audacity of the deleted messages sent shockwaves through the timelines. The user directly targeted his former promoter with messages like, "Floyd not a fan, but I know somebody that is," followed by the ultimate challenge, "I'll take Floyd too, tell him suit up." The final message, "Just got off the phone with the old man. I said what I said, link up," made it clear that this was no longer a silent rivalry.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time.
That online bravado quickly spilled over into real-world defiance. During the intense buildup and press conferences for Tank's recent bouts, the underlying friction finally took center stage. Tank's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, took the microphone and aimed a direct, unmissable shot at Mayweather. Ford pointedly remarked that when Davis was younger, the media couldn't even get a word out of the rising star simply because Floyd was always talking too much. This wasn't just a stray comment, it was a definitive public declaration of independence. It signaled to the boxing world that Tank had officially stepped out of the shadow of his former handler, refusing to let anyone else control his narrative or speak on his behalf ever again.
Man, another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. The gym. Y'all little youngins keep putting in work, man. Hunt, Steve, all our new coaches, man. Day, you know, I mentioned y'all, man. Y'all keep putting in the work, man, because guess what? When we gone, y'all gotta hold the house down.
The animosity reached an entirely new level when Tank's camp made a technical claim that felt like sheer blasphemy to purists of the sport. Coach Kenny Ellis decided to publicly taunt the undefeated icon, making the bold assertion that Davis is the only modern fighter capable of doing what 50 other men failed to do. Ellis claimed Tank could actually decode the shoulder roll if Mayweather dared to step back inside the ropes. He challenged the legend, stating that if Floyd can fight random exhibitions, he can fight a real fight. To claim that a current star could easily solve boxing's most historically complex and untouchable defense felt like the ultimate slight against a painstakingly built, flawless legacy.
If there's one fighter, Kenny Ellis, the coach of Gervonta Davis, says, there's one fighter that can decode the shoulder roll, it's Gervonta Tank Davis. Coach Kenny Ellis is calling for a fight between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. He gives a example of George Foreman, who was retired for many, many years, came back and won. So he says the following: Gervonta Tank Davis can decode the shoulder roll. If Floyd Mayweather can fight another exhibition, he can fight another fight. If he's as great as he says he is, let's stop spinning the fans. Gervonta versus Floyd. So Kenny Ellis wants to see. I've actually asked Tank about that fight. How would it happen? How would it go? And Tank told me that Floyd would win out of respect for Floyd. He didn't want to get into it. He was smiling, but he's like, hey, Floyd's a GOAT. Can Floyd Mayweather do what Foreman did? Kenny Ellis is asking. So what do you guys think? I mean,
it's like, I'm going to tell you though, Kenny, it seems like it always happened during fight time though. Like
you trying to discourage Tank, get his mind off the fight, try to make him lose, but that shit ain't going to work.
Is that what it is? Okay.
You know, work,
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, I thought it was scripted because it seemed like it always happens during fight time. Like, you know, let's talk shit to each other, man, and what he'll do is build up, you know, the momentum of the fight as well. You know, more people locking in or something.
It's too much personal shit going on. It's not.
Yeah. The stuff I heard lately, man. That's rough. That's rough, man. So
listen. The shit gotta stop, man, because it's ugly, man. It's ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
When you got multi-millionaires beefing, man, it can get ugly.
Yeah. Shit is crazy because they both can do anything they want. It ain't Tank.
Right.
Fueling these wild claims is the sudden leak of intense visual evidence that drama channels are completely obsessing over right now. A newly circulating video montage pieces together raw, sweaty footage from inside the famed Mayweather boxing club. The clips aggressively alternate between the two fighters destroying heavy bags, hitting focus mitts, and moving effortlessly through intense sparring sessions. But what really caught everyone's attention was the cryptic voiceover from Davis himself. Over the sound of landing punches, Tank can be heard saying, "We taking our talent, we out, I'm in Vegas." These leaked high-energy sparring tapes are playing mind games with the fans, making a massive multi-million-dollar student versus master exhibition suddenly feel like a very real possibility.
What's your dream fight card?
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
As the possibility of a fight heats up, the dark, hidden history between the two men is being dragged back into the light. The hardcore fans on Reddit and Twitter aren't just looking at the present, they are digging up deep-seated controversies from the past. Rampant speculations have resurfaced regarding old grievances, specifically Tank's previous claims that he was intentionally set up to fail early in his career. The rumors suggest that Mayweather deliberately threw his young fighter to the wolves against a tough opponent like Jose Pedraza, allegedly fueled by behind-the-scenes family drama involving Floyd's daughter. Whether these whispers are true or not, the resurfaced conspiracy adds a toxic layer of bad blood to an already volatile situation.
Like what they on, and that's, you know, I mean, I've been in a situation where though, like, you know, I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top
with Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, you know, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
you talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, a boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's
Pedraza.
fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry.
Despite the aggressive posturing from Tank's team, the actual boxing community is violently pushing back against this challenge. Massive online threads are actively labeling this potential matchup as nothing but pure fan fiction. The hardcore reality check is undeniable. Fans are quick to point out that a man pushing 50 years old is operating in a completely different universe than an active lightweight champion. More importantly, the overwhelming consensus is that a prime pretty boy Floyd at 135 pounds would have absolutely schooled the current star. Armed with historic reach, blinding speed, and an impenetrable defense, fans argue that the greatest businessman in boxing history wouldn't just beat Tank, he wouldn't even let him win a single round. All of this noise ultimately led to the devastating rumored final blow from the man himself. Word quickly spread that Mayweather completely laughed off the entire challenge, reportedly dismissing his former protege with a simple, crushing phrase, "You're not on my level, kid." This laughing dismissal perfectly mirrors the current sports media narrative. Major outlets have begun running scathing editorials contrasting their two career arcs. They highlight how Mayweather took his own troubled youth, figured out the business, and built a billion-dollar empire. Meanwhile, Tank continues to battle endless controversies and legal accusations outside the ring, struggling to achieve the same monumental crossover success that his former mentor mastered years ago.
I appreciate him for what he done, because he did, he did help me out. He definitely helped me out, but it was more so like, he would say that he gave me money to get my mom out the hood, but me being from the hood, 10, 15,000, that's not, after a couple months, she gonna be back in the hood, and I'm gonna be back asking you for money. Nah, why would I do that? I give her a couple dollars, feel me, and I take some whatever. Whenever you need some money, you feel me. But when I was legit to be able to get her out the hood, that's what I did.
And again, not talking specifically about him, but just people in general. I had to learn that coming up that a motherfucker will put you in a position to always need him. And to the world, it might look like that's a great person. But to somebody to understand, you understand what Kendrick Lamar say? Nah, that's a master manipulator. Cause if I gotta put you in a position that always need me, you always gotta, I'm gonna just give you crumbs. And we hear it a lot. If I'm a billionaire, if I'm a millionaire, what's $1,000? You know what I'm trying to say? But to you who don't have it is a lot. And I know you gonna go to war for that $1,000. So me understanding that $48 of plot power, I'm gonna always feed you a little bit so you can be excited and do just enough to come back.
This entire saga leaves the combat sports world staring at an inescapable shadow. Is this explosive public feud an incredibly calculated setup for the most lucrative exhibition bout in boxing history? Or are we simply witnessing a bitter current star realizing that no matter how many knockouts he racks up, he can never truly surpass the man who built him? The line between genuine hatred and brilliant promotion is always blurred in this sport. It leaves us with one final thought to consider. Maybe some legends are better left unchallenged. But do you think a 50-year-old Floyd Mayweather beats Gervonta Tank Davis? Drop your predictions in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.